Hi everybody, it's Eric Wilson with I Sell Health Incorporated. Today is Wednesday, October the 15th, 2014. I want to talk today about retirement options and tax-free retirement. I want to start by your Social Security statement. When you get a chance, look at your Social Security statement. You will see that it says clearly on the front page there that by 2017, we begin paying out more in Social Security benefits than we will be collecting in taxes. And if changes are not made, the trust fund, the Social Security trust fund, will be exhausted by the year 2041. So if you're planning on relying on Social Security as your sole means of retirement, you might want to rethink that strategy, number one. Also, did you look at your 401k year to date this morning? Very good chance that all your gains from earlier in the year are gone. The market is now down about 1.5% from the start of the year. I think it's 1.84%, 1.81%, something like that. The Dow Jones has struggled there lately with a couple of big drops. So it's wiped out a good part of your gains. 401ks, while they were the retirement plan of the future back in the 80s, may or may not again be the right way to go. 401ks unfortunately can and do lose money, and they have, for the last month or so, they've been losing significantly. However, let's talk about the 401k first. Okay, 401k is you use tax deferred money, and you're deferring taxes to your retirement. You take the money out either at 59.5 or at 70.5, whenever you choose to take it out. Now, the downside to that is right now our country is almost $18 trillion in debt. And we talked about the Social Security situation there. So in the future, is it reasonable to think the taxes are going to go down or stay the same and you're being a lower tax bracket? It's feasible that the only way to get out $18 trillion in debt is to increase taxes, right? So if they raise taxes, you may not be in a lower tax bracket 30 or 20 years from now. You might be in a higher tax bracket. So that's problem number one with that. Also, right now, if you own a home, you can write off your mortgage. 30 years from now, 25 years from now, whatever, your house is possibly paid for, so you don't have a mortgage write-off. Also, hopefully your kids are out of the house by that point, so you lose your child dependent deduction. So you've lost all your major deductions, and taxes are going to go up there. So there's a possibility that might not be the best investment for you. Of course, company match is always good at. That's free money. You can't get better than free money. Also, just as for general information, for a 22-year period from 1980 to 2002, including fees, the average return on a 401k was about 2.7%. So keep that in mind. What I want to talk to you today about is an alternative form of retirement, which is what's called indexed universal life. I know people, if you talk to the Dave Ramseys of the world, the Susie Orman, they say life insurance is a bad investment. Well, if you follow the correct tax code of 77.02 in the IRS code, it talks about withdrawals and life insurance as an investment where you can get money out tax free. Now, traditionally the old stuff that they talked about was whole life, which was overpriced and not necessarily the best way to go. That's what Dave Ramsey's oftentimes talking about, or variable universal life, which is in the market and up and down, and you can lose money on that there. On an indexed life insurance policy, it goes up in the market. The money's not actually in the market, it's in bonds and options and things like that. When the market's up, it goes up with it. When the market's down, you stay flat and you keep all your gains. So for example, if I got $1,000 today and the market goes up 30%, there's usually a cap, so it might be 15%, so I may get 1,115. I might have it instead of 1,300 or something like that. I may have that. But if the market goes down 30%, I still got my 1,115 in there, and it resets every year with a new. Whether you do stuff as a monthly point to point or an annual point to point or however you do it, is fine. But the value never goes down. Yes, there's insurance premiums, insurance costs money, but you set these things up where you're buying the least amount of life insurance to keep compliant with the law and putting the rest into cash. So if the life insurance policy is, for example, $50 per month, and you're able to put in $200 a month, $150 is going to pay for the life insurance, $150 is going toward your retirement, and it goes up there. My personal policy last year had a 14.5% cap. It made the entire 14.5%. The market level, I think, was up 28% last year. So would the money have done better last year in the market? Sure. but I've also lost $30,000 in the market in 1 month. So with this plan, that would never happen there. So just something to think about there. Check your 401ks. Look at life insurance as an investment. It can be very safe. Never lose money on it. And Warren Buffett always says, rule number one: don't lose money. That's an investment you never lose money in. You have to pay for insurance, and of course, it has a death benefit. So if you die, at least your family's taken care of with the death benefit, and with your 401k, there is no death benefit. You just get the money out of it there. So something to think about. Eric Wilson, iSell Health Incorporated. You can reach information at www.isellhealth.com. Thank you. Bye.